Hello, friends. Robert Bevan here, author of the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. With me is Sam West, and today we're going to be talking about the spell Circle of Power. This is another 5th level paladin spell.
17th level.
Yeah. That I don't know. For me, that's a bummer. But I haven't looked too deeply into this. What does the spell do?
Okay. Basically, for 10 minutes with concentration, 30 foot around you. For the duration, each friendly creature, including you, has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects, which is just fine. It's not amazing. It's fine. What's great, though, is when the affected creature succeeds on a saving throw against a spell or magical effect, that includes like Dragon Breath Weapon and stuff. If it allows the save to take half damage, they take no damage instead. So, for example, with Fireball, if you normally fail a Fireball save, you take half damage. You would instead take no damage. There's a feature called Evasion that monks and rogues get, where it is when you make the saving throw, you take half damage, even if you succeed, and if you fail, you take none. This is like the back half of that, which is honestly the better half of it. That effect is really good. Like that effect is game warpingly powerful sometimes. This will be the kind of effect where with Circle of Power, your paladin actually gives a mitigating point to the 40d8 breath weapons that you're trying to see at this tier, right? Like this is a real way to just negate huge amounts of incoming damage so long as you can form up. This makes it so you can comfortably stay in Fireball formation and not get roasted.
That kind of feels like it's an incentive to stay in formation, to tempt people to use these kind of effects and spells against you, while enjoying the other benefits of staying in that formation.
Yeah, it's pretty neat because a lot of other paladin features are going to be people around you get bonuses to things. That's what the auras paladins sort of give off to do. Even in their class features, that's just like their shtick. They get them really late, so you often don't see it at the table because people don't tend to play in the higher upper tiers. But this gives you an actual meaningful way to keep people around you without feeling like you're going to get murdered by the dragon. It lets you keep people around you without a circle of death auto-killing everyone. And it does it in a powerful way. This is a useful upper tier paladin spell. And it's great not just in combat, but also out of combat. There'll be times where you'll want protection or advantage on saving throws. And this is 10 minutes of that. That's great.
Shucks, I got nothing to argue with you here. We got anything else to say about this?
I mean, it's 17th level is when you're getting this, so like it's not competing with the super upper tier busted Meteor Swarm Wish stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be though, because you're still a half caster, so you have like all of your melee weapons and stuff. And this is good enough that like it does really help against a Meteor Swarm, where going from taking half of 40d6 damage to 0d6 damage, that's a really big upside. And this is
even the half is a big upside.
Yeah, I mean it
if that half isn't going to kill you.
I mean, it doesn't force the damage to be half, right? It's either if you would take half damage on failure, you take none. It doesn't reduce the base damage.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
The benefit it also gives, right, is being the advantage on saving throws, which is useful. Even out of combat, this spell is going to have its uses, even whenever you're going through mystical mazes of unknown origin, traveling through the greater planes like you tend to do in the super upper tiers when you're fighting against a series of liches and mind-controlling mind flayers. Giving everyone advantage on their saving throws is going to be great. And this does it in a way that you just can keep up for a little while and not feel that bad about
it. Yeah, this doesn't feel like a super flashy spell, but I mean, it's the opposite of flash. It's taking the flash out of other effects and spells. I like it.
Yeah, me too. This is one of few spells I would actually be happy to see at a 17th level as a paladin. I'd be like, oh, I actually do have a meaningful impact here. I'm actually keeping people safe. I'm doing the protector thing. This does it in a meaningful way. If you're only playing with monks and rogues, it does nothing. But you're probably not only playing with monks and rogues. So, and they weren't.
It doesn't do nothing. Oh no! All right, monks and rogues. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
But yeah, it's still great. If most of your party is not going to be monks and rogues, so it'll be good in those instances. If you're playing a 3-player party with a monk and a rogue, maybe this isn't it for you. But even then, the other.
Well, let me ask you this. Do monks and rogues get to make like 2 checks for this? One
No.
for no.
So monks and rogues they just have the evasion feature, which means when they make a saving throw that would deal them damage, if they would take full damage, they take half, and if they pass, they take none.
Right.
Is how the evasion feature works. So they'll just always have that take priority, and the effects don't stack or anything interestingly like that. They will get the advantage on the saves and stuff, but they probably won't be running off doing.
Are you absolutely sure? Because this spell is
I'll double
not
check.
the evasion feature.
I could be wrong.
That's because you got different similar effects of spells that do stack, that like
The reason
saving throws versus disadvantage, or no,
Sure.
that's
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do. So it is using exactly the same words, basically, but it also includes the words if you instead take no damage if you succeed and only half if you fail. This just says you take no damage if you succeed. That doesn't change the effectiveness of the spell. There's no way for you to succeed the spell or save and take no damage from it, or fail the spell save and take more than no damage from it, right? They have the same effect, basically. The evasion feature is just a little bit better than the circle of power feature, but giving evasion to everybody is amazing. So
yeah. All right, well, cool. That was Circle of Power. What do you think?
3 out of 5. This is great for an upper tier spell. This is par for the course. This does a big, meaningful effect.
Did you say 5?
Anything,
Did you say 5 out of 5?
3.
Oh,
this is not warping the game or anything.
All right, yeah, I'll agree with that. 3 out of 5. That's fine. All right, well, that was Circle of Power. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and thank you, Sam, for your insight.
Anytime.
We'll see you in the future. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, informative, or entertaining, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button below. You needn't smash it. A gentle tap will suffice. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. And make sure you check out the links in the description, where you'll find my Caverns and Creatures series of comedy fantasy novels, Sam's full review of the spell, and other fun things.